Hey, what's up, ladies? It's the relationship guru, Sid Pharrell. Now, I'd like to welcome you to episode 2 of the Love Spark podcast. My podcast where I talk about relationships and everything dealing with just men and women and just everything in a healthy relationship and getting out of toxic relationships overall. So that's basically what that's about. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And follow me on Instagram and everything. Like, follow me on everything. You know, Sid Pharrell and everything. So in this discussion, this is going to be the 6-month rule. The 6-month rule, okay? So the 6-month rule for women. This is the rule that I'm going to say that is very effective, that, you know, it's a good way how women can weed out, you know, the real from the fake. And it's just a great way how women can just distinguish the difference between a good man and a man that isn't right for her. So this is what the 6-month rule is, ladies. So this is presented by me, Sid Pharrell, the relationship guru. This is my 6-month rule to women, okay? So the 6-month rule to women is do not date a man past 6 months if he has not made you his girlfriend yet. If he has not said, oh, you know, will you be my girlfriend and I'll be your boyfriend and we could be in a committed relationship. After 6 months and nothing happens, it's time to cut it off. And the reason why I say this is because us as men, we already know what we want from the jump. Most times, you know, so when we see that woman, a lot of times it doesn't take us a long time to really know if we would even want anything serious with her or not. Because every time we see a woman, we categorize her. Every time we meet or get acquainted with a woman, we categorize her in a different category. Is she just going to be a friend? Is this going to be something like a smash partner, a smash buddy? Or is this going to be somebody that I'm taking serious for a relationship, for marriage, you know, potentially? So, you know, we categorize you in those type of categories, right? So when a man sees you, he's like, okay, which one of these categories am I going to put this woman in, right? So men already know from the jump where they're putting you at, right? So it doesn't take a man long. You know, it may take a man, depending on the man, you know, depending on you and how the chemistry is, it may take a man, you know, all of a month, 2 months, 3 months to really know, like, okay, she kind of cool. You know, I rock with her. You know, she's really cool. She's different from all the other women that I've dealt with, you know, and that could be something that, you know, he could definitely, you know, like about you and everything. But when it comes to the 6-month rule, ladies, you have to understand, you know, after the 6-month rule, I don't want you wasting your time with these men after 6 months. Because it's so many women out here that are in situationships for longer than, you know, 6 months. They're in situationships for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, you know, and they're never married. They're never in a committed relationship. It's always just this, you know, what are we? You know, you never really know. Y'all doing relationship things together, but y'all not in an actual titled relationship. So it's kind of like, you know, you just never know, you know, how to really, you know, distinguish that when it comes to, you know, how to place a man, like where do you cut it off? You know, because I get this question a lot of times. Sid, when do I cut off a man? When do I say no? When do I say I'm gone after, you know, I don't want to waste my time? So when do I say no? When is the cutoff date? And so this is me presenting to you, ladies, the 6-month rule. Now, this is why I say 6 months again. So when it comes to 6 months, that gives you a reason or a way how you can see if that man is just holding on to his representative or if he's a real person and he is who he proclaims to be or he perceives to be, you know, because a lot of times, you know, when you first meet somebody, you know, you want to be that great person. You want to put your best foot forward. You want to show that person that you are everything that they can want in a person, you know, so you don't show the bad stuff. You don't show, you know, that you have, you know, any type of, you know, emotional, you know, or any type of, you know, something may be, you know, upsetting you or going on with you that you may be holding on to, some type of baggage, some type of traumatic experience may have happened to you. You know, people have all types of things that are going on with them, you know, emotionally, eternally, you know, or on the outside, you know, so you just never know what nobody's going through. So in the beginning, everything is cool, is what I'm saying. In the beginning, of course, you meet this man and everything is so wonderful. You meet this man, you love this man, or like this man, should I say, and you like a lot of things about him, and everything's cool. And then all of a sudden, you may start seeing these red flags, these signs that he is not a good man for you. So when you see those signs, that is when you see that he is not who he says he is. Like, ladies, I know that you have been through a situation where you've dealt with a man, right? You've dealt with a man and everything was good. Everything was good in the beginning. And then afterwards, after a while, you start seeing these red flags. You start seeing these changes. You start seeing he starts switching up. And you like, wait a minute, you not who you was before. Like, now you start switching up. Or he's lying about certain things, or he kept certain things away from you, or, stuff like that. You want to give it 6 months to weed all that out. 6 months. The 6 month period that's the period where you can weed all the men, the real from the fake out. That gives you enough time to really see, like, okay, is this man really right for me? Because you never know what the man is really right for you or not, in a short amount of time a lot of times. Because when you spend, 2 months, 3 months sometimes with a person, yeah, everything's good in the beginning. And then, it's such a fast-paced thing that it just crashes and burns sometimes, Like, yes, there are cases where, people get together in a month, a week, and they end up getting married and living happily ever after, right? But a lot of times it crashes and burns because it just happened too fast and you didn't weed out all the red flags before actually committing to this person. Because when you commit to somebody, that's a commitment. So you are signing up for something. So you want to make sure that what you're signing up for is what you're getting yourself into, because you don't want to get yourself into something that you don't know or something that you're not willing to tolerate, right? So the 6 month rule, ladies, do not date a man past 6 months. Do not. So in this time, and I will even say this, do not just say, oh, okay, 6 months, you say the 6 month rule, okay, so I'm going to be exclusive with this man and just only talk to him for 6 months, and then after 6 months, I'm just cut him off, and then now what? Now, what does that leave me? Now I got to start all over. No. This is what I would say in those 6 months. In those 6 months, still date other men, because you are not committed to this man. Because I guarantee you, he talks to other girls. Most times, a lot of times, that man is talking to another girl anyways. If he's not fully committed to you, a lot of times he still has other women that he's entertaining because he's single. So he's not committed to anyone. So don't commit yourself to somebody that's not committed to you. Don't be exclusive with somebody that's not exclusive to you. Even if a lot of times men will trick you. They'll say, oh, I want to be exclusive with you. I don't want you talking to nobody else. But they'll still be talking to other women. So, you don't even get caught up in that. Until he says that you are his girlfriend, then you can start cutting off all those other dudes, and then you can focus on him and building something with him. But until he's serious about you and he actually wants to take you off the market, and not just take you off the market for his own selfish reasons, and actually take you off the market to actually build with you, then that's when you can let your guard down. But until then, no. Don't give a man everything all in the beginning. Don't give him that exclusivity of being with you and he didn't even work for it or deserve it, because he did not commit to you. So why are you giving, these benefits to him and he's not even making you his girlfriend yet? So until he makes you his girlfriend, then you can start, doing more like that. So 6 months, ladies. Date other men in those 6 months. It's okay to talk to other men. Talk to other men in those 6 months so that you don't waste your time. Because let's just say a month 4. Let's say, okay, 3 months went by, month 4. You start seeing these red flags. Now you're like, okay, dang, now I got to cut this dude off. But in the meantime, you still had other dudes, other prospects, other dudes you was, that was taking you out and stuff like that you were kind of interested in. So you could look at those other men and you could say, okay, I'm not, I didn't just cut off everybody. I still have something to fall back on. Forget him. I still have other people that I'm talking to anyway, so I'm not even tripping. So, and that will take away from a lot of times, because a lot of women, they throw all their eggs in one basket. And then when something happens, now it's like, dang, now he's gone. Now where does that leave me? But if you talk to other men and you're just dating, just to date, I'm not saying sleep with these other men, but date other men. In the meantime, until a man is serious about you, date other men. Then when he's serious about you, then that's when you can take things off the table and you can say, okay, I'm a be committed to you. But until then, you don't have to commit to a man that's not committed to you. Until he makes you his girlfriend, because that's how you get out of this talking stage. It's so many women in this talking stage. We just talking, we kicking it, we vibing, all this stuff. We talking. What is talking? Talking does not get you nowhere. A lot of times women get caught up in that talking stage. You get caught up in that talking stage because y'all just talking. So it's just, I'm exclusive, with this man, but he's not exclusive to me. And he's getting all my benefits, but I'm not getting what I want out of it, which is a relationship. So to avoid all that, still date other men in the meantime until he says. And if that man comes to you and says, I want to be exclusive, then say, be with me then. If you want to take me off the table, then take me off the table and be with me. Be my boyfriend. Tell him that. Be my boyfriend then. If you want to take me off the table, then be my boyfriend. And that's what you tell him. And if he don't want to do that, then he's not the one for you. Then he's not right for you. So, ladies, again, the 6-month rule, that gives you enough time to weed out the real from the fake. That gives you enough time to see if that man is just being a representative, if he's just telling you and just being what he wants you to think he is, and be that man that you want him to be. And then after a while, you start seeing those red flags down the line. That gives you enough time to weed that out. And then when he's serious about you, then, by 6 months, if he's made you his girlfriend, then that gives you enough time, and then that tells you, okay, he's serious about me, and then you can go on with that. And then if he doesn't, then cut him off. After 6 months, if he does not make you his girlfriend, cut him off because he's not serious about you. I mean, unless you're just cool with just, dating just to date him or whatever, for whatever reason, and you just want to keep him around, then that's on you, But if you want something serious, then that man is not for you. And after 6 months, if he has not made you his girlfriend, then he's not serious about you. And that's all I'm going to say about this. So, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram, everything. Follow me on everything. So, appreciate it. And to the next video.